So for the ones that are new, especially with meditation, we're going to also start, let's say, explaining a little bit about the practice so you can have results. So first of all, as I said, the environment is important, that we prepare an environment for the practice to be held. We recommend you classical music, not very, let's say, strident classical music. If you want to use oil, essential oils, for example, it is also something good, okay, to combine with meditation. But the most important thing is that you, okay, are on your own and quiet, so you can do the practices, because we are going to practice mantras, okay? You know that mantra is a Sanskrit word which means word of power. So the mantras are, let's say, an ancient way in which we can communicate with celestial beings, okay? They are sounds that we produce. It's important if we have the chance to do it aloud, okay? It seems something easy, but I usually see how students practice mantras and they don't do it in the right way. Why? Because the most important thing about the mantra is the vibration of the sound, okay? And the amount of air or of oxygen that we take when we pronounce the mantra. So some mantras are like, can be pronounced like songs, simple songs, or sometimes they are just a sound, okay? And we need to feel that vibration in our body. This is the idea. So it's not enough if I do like this. Om, okay? No, the idea is that I take a good breath, a deep breath. I fill my lungs, okay, with oxygen, and then I release the air slowly while pronouncing the mantra, okay? I will do it now, okay, for you to see. So I take a deep breath. Om. Okay, until I release all the air, okay? When we practice in groups, the idea is that we, let's say, follow the same rhythm, we can say, in the sense that we take a deep breath all together and we expel the air, or we pronounce the mantra until the end, okay? We will try to do it more or less at the same time, okay? Even if it's online and we will not listen to each other mantras. So this is the first thing. Then the second thing, after the preparation for meditation, because meditation has different steps. And the initial part, okay, let's say the first step is the what we call asana, which is the physical position that we take. As I said, as long as our spine is straight, we can be on the bed, we can be sitting down on a chair, but the important thing is that our spine is straight, okay? Second thing is the preparation, okay, that we do before we meditate. We take a deep breath and we will practice mantras. Why? Because with these mantras, we are going to produce the vibration that the body needs to be ready to relax, okay? We need that the body is not an impediment for us to meditate, because during meditation, we need to experiment things that if we are tense, if something is itching, if our muscles are aching, if the position is uncomfortable, then we won't be able to do it, okay? We will just be struggling, we will be suffering, trying to be still, we will be like stiff, okay? But we won't have results. So this first step, okay, the second step is that we pronounce and practice the mantra correctly. So then we can go to the third step of meditation, which is concentration. Okay, so I am going to be guiding, okay, the practice and telling you what we are going to focus on. Okay, mainly we're going to focus in the chakras. Okay, we are going to study that, don't worry, during the course. But I will tell you, for example, in our heart, okay, which is one of the place connected to one of the chakras, our heart. So in that case, the idea is not that we think of our hearts. Okay, the idea, if I say to focus on the heart, is that we feel our heart, and not just that we feel our heart physically, but that we also are able to, let's say, really feel something what is there in our hearts. Okay, it's difficult to explain, but you will experiment it if you do it. Okay, and at the end, okay, we will live for a certain period of time. We will do the meditation on our own. Okay, I will try to guide that also, but the idea is that if we have been following right the previous steps, we can really focus, okay? And we can really experiment what we are supposed to experiment, okay? So in this point, it is very important that the mind doesn't, let's say, interfere with the practice, because this is the second problem that we have in meditation. Once we have already defeated, okay, these problems with the body, that let's say being tense, or the uncomfort, then we need to struggle with the mind. We need to make the mind be completely silent. But we are not going to struggle, okay, because if not, we won't reach the real step, the fourth step, which is meditation. What we're going to do is to try to feel, okay? If we try to repress, or yes, the mind, I mean, we try to silence it violently, it will continue trying to bother us. So what we're going to do is to change, okay, the activity within ourselves. We are not going to think, we're just going to feel, okay? So it will automatically, let's say, turn the mind off. If it happens, I mean, if the mind comes again, you will perceive voices, thoughts, and that you are worried, that you have things to do. Okay, this is the mind. So the idea is that we can completely focus in the practice. Okay, so you need to, we call it yudos in gnosis. We call them yudos in the sense that we need to discover our own techniques so that the mind doesn't disturb us during the practice. The idea is that we can silence the mind so that the practice works. I mean, that we really reach this step of meditation in which we don't need to struggle with the mind anymore. We don't need to struggle with the body anymore. Okay, so these meditations that we will be practicing after each lesson, they are special meditations connected to stars. Okay, so as I said, these practices will work as long as we follow the steps, okay, that we have told you. So today we're going to, since we have not studied, I mean, focused in any constellation yet, and we have 13 lessons, today we're going to focus in our own star, okay? During the lesson, I talked about the inner sun, okay, which is the inner star that we all have. Remember that stars are intelligences, but not something is just logical, it's not the mind, they are powers. So we all have this inner star, this inner divinity, we can say, within ourselves. And the idea is that we can connect, okay, that we can connect ourselves with this spirits. We call it our own spirits, our own being, our own inner God. So today we're going to do a practice, okay? So I hope that you are ready for the practice, okay? As I said, the idea is that we can take a comfortable position in which we can have our spine straight. I am going to share the screen, okay, with a mantra that we are going to practice when I tell you, okay, and I'm going to tell you how to pronounce it, okay? Okay, this is the mantra. This mantra comes from Sanskrit. It's very beautiful. Its meaning is, oh my God, who is within myself. Okay, this is the meaning of this mantra. And this mantra we use to call our inner star, okay, our inner being, our inner father. So what we're going to do next, okay, we're going to close our eyes, okay, we're going to take a deep
Excuse
breath,
me.
okay, please.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
What does it mean? What does the mantra mean? Sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Okay, it means, oh my God, that lives within myself. Okay, oh my God, who lives within myself. Okay, okay. So we are going to close our eyes now. We are going to take a deep breath to help our body get relaxed. Okay, so we breathe in. We hold the air for some seconds, trying to focus in our heart, trying to feel the beatings of our heart. We still keep the air, and now we will release the air very slowly until our lungs are empty. Now we will take a deep breath again. Again, we will keep the air. We will hold the air in our lungs, and we will feel the beatings of our heart. We will feel the beatings of our heart in our whole body. And now we will release the air. One more time, we're going to take a deep breath. We will keep the air. And we will release the air. We're going to pay attention, we're going to focus in our heart. Remember that in our heart, it is a temple for our inner Father, for our inner divinity. So it represents the sun of the whole system, in our whole organism. We're going to focus in our heart. We will feel the beatings of our heart, which is life pulsing in our body. We will imagine that we enter this temple with much mysticism, with much love, with much respect. We will ask our inner Father, our inner being, his protection, his love, his guidance. We are going to ask him for help in anything that we need to solve any situation, any difficulty that we have, because he is the one who has the knowledge can reveal to us the right way to find a solution. And we are going to pronounce the mantra Om Masi Padme Hum like a song. I will sing it, I will chant it, okay? Om Masi Padme Hum. Om Masi Padme Hum. Okay, we will try to repeat all together. Okay, we will try to repeat this song. Okay, trying to pay attention to the beatings of our heart, and we will repeat this mantra. Om Masi Padme Hum. 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 While we continue repeating this mantra, we will start imagining a star, a very bright star like a sun, shining in our hearts, in the center of our organism, in the center of our solar system, which is our physical body, which is our body. So we're going to pronounce the mantra while we imagine this bright star irradiating our whole body, irradiating with its light, its love, its happiness, our whole organism. Om Masi Padme Hum. 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 each practice of the mantra, we will feel that this light, this power increases, and we feel it over our whole body. We feel our body getting more relaxed. We feel this new energy coming to the body, and we start feeling more relaxed, more relaxed. We feel our hearts beating in our whole organism. We will continue chanting the mantra with a lower voice until we do it completely silently. Om Masi Padme Hum. Om Masi Padme Hum. Om Masi Padme Hum. Om Masi Padme Hum. Om Nasi Padme Hum. Om Nasi Padme Hum. Om Nasi Padme Hum. Om I will continue singing silently within ourselves, feeling the power of this mantra, which is the love of our inner Father, our inner God. So now we are going to only focus on feeling the love of our inner Father, which is the being that loves us the most in the whole universe. Whenever we feel sad or we have any complicated situation, we can trust in our inner Father so we can relieve us from pain. He can help us, giving us His strength, His power to overcome any difficulty, and above all, to find happiness within ourselves, to discover this inner and endless source of happiness within ourselves. Om Padme Hum. Om Padme Hum. Om Padme Hum. Om During these moments of meditation, we will be just focused in feeling. We will do our best to keep this feeling, this connection with our inner star, which is the inner light that will guide us wherever we are, in whatever situation we find ourselves. These lights will be there to guide us, to illuminate us. So if the mind brings any representation, any words, any thoughts, we will just focus ourselves in feeling this light sheltering us from above, filling us with strength, with power, with happiness, with inner joy. So we will just rest in this endless ocean of happiness, of peace, that can heal any illness, any wound that we have in our life. That can balance any division, any conflict within ourselves or outside ourselves. Whenever the mind brings any representation, we will continue singing within ourselves. Om Sing Om Before leaving this temple of full happiness, of full peace, we are going to thank our inner star, our inner being, our inner Father for all his blessings, for all his mercy to help us, for his love that enlightens us, that lights us, that guides us. So little by little, we'll start coming back. We will feel our body. We will feel the chair or the place where we are sitting in. We will feel the clothes that we are wearing. Okay? We will start feeling our hands, our feet. We're going to start moving our toes, our fingers, our neck. And little by little, when we are ready, we can open our eyes. And so we are back. Okay, we are back. I would like to know if you were able to follow the steps. Okay. Okay, Heba, you're welcome. Okay, if you want to continue, you can continue on your own. The power of this practice is very strong. So maybe you feel like continue sleeping or meditating. So it's okay. Okay. So we are going to finish with this practice, and we are going to meet again next Saturday. Okay, at the same time with the same methodology. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. I hope that you can find the answers that you are looking for, and well, that you enjoy the course. Okay, so see you next Saturday and have a nice week. I hope that you can continue doing this practice during the week. This is your homework. Okay, so next week we will learn a new practice to continue practicing. Okay. Okay, so bye bye.
Gracias, Selina.
Gracias, Charo.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, Selena.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye.